Morning, everyone. Boker Tov, and our deep condolences to the Wiesman family and the passing of Sir David Wiesman of Shalom. We're continuing the Halachot of Hanuka, Tafrish Ayin Aleph Seif Hey, and where the proper location for the Menora should be. So when it comes to Hanukkah, there is the mitzvah of Pirsumei Nisa, to show off the miracle, because we're lighting candles. Candles is a light that I could see from a distance. But the first showing off of the miracle has to be for you and your family. That's what you have to keep in mind. That's first, and then for the public. So ideally, it should be in a place where if we have a window that's facing the street, and that place is also a place where your family congregates and sees the lights, as opposed to, let's say, an upstairs bedroom that now they're not going to be congregating there or whatever. So that is an ideal place where your family gets to see the candles and enjoy the candles and be in their regular space where they're in the house, and that it's also facing the outside. Now, the most ideal is we have our front door, and our front door has a mezuzah on the right side, and on the left side, put the menorah there, and the person that walks in the house wearing tzitzit, so you have all three mitzvot right there at the front door. And the thing is that often at the front door, you have wind, and you're gonna leave the door open. It's going to be cold, and so it doesn't often go. It could work if people have those like a storm door, and then you could leave your storm door, close a glass door. The street could see it. It's right beside the front door, so that's where the family usually congregates. You could see it, and you're all good. So that could work out nicely. Now, the Shulchan Aruch is aware already in that time that it could have been sakana. I hope we're not at that time now, but definitely places in the world where it's dangerous. You leave your menorah at the window. They know you're a Jew. Let's rob that house. Let's break that house. Let's cause anti-Semitism, etc. Especially in very difficult times. So the mitzvah could even be if you leave the menorah on your table, not facing any windows, then you still fulfill the mitzvah, because again the main is for you and your family. So ideally is to be for you and your family and for the outside, and even if it's just for you and your family and not for the outside for those reasons, then it's still okay. Now there's a halacha that if you place the menorah above 20 amot, 30 feet high, so that's not in the usual eyesight of people. So it might be placed too high, and it's not considered allowed. Now, what happens if people live in a building? So how does that work out? So two things. Number one is that nowadays with buildings, you usually have other buildings around the same height. So it's not like you have a very high ceiling, let's say like this ceiling, and I put my menorah all the way to the top of the 30 feet, so I can't see it myself. It's not the case. I'm living in a regular house, regular 8-9 foot ceilings, and my neighbor across could see, and that becomes normal height. So that's okay, even putting it there. And we said number two anyway, if it is a time of sakana, even putting on your own table, no matter how high you are, and that's okay. So the real issue would be, again, if you have a 30-foot ceiling, you put it all the way at the top, and it's out of your eyesight, then that's where there would be an issue. And the last point that the Shulchan Aruch makes here in Seif Hey is the concept of the Shamash. So we know that's on the first night of Hanukkah, we light one candle, but we also have a second candle there that is the Shamash, that is higher up, or it's more to the side. So the function of that candle is not necessarily to light your candle, because technically the ideal way to do the mitzvah is with oil candles. So therefore you're not going to take an oil shamash and light the other one, it's going to spill everywhere. But the function of the shamash is that because the candles of Hanukkah are so holy, we're not supposed to use the candles of Hanukkah for our own benefit. Oh, you have no lights out, let me read beside the candles, whatever. We're not supposed to use it for our own benefit. It's supposed to be for the mitzvah. And therefore we add another candle off to the side, so that in case I did use it for my own benefit, we say, oh, you use that candle and not the actual candles of the menorah. So it's important to have the shamash there as well, to make sure that you don't accidentally use the candles of the Hanukkah for your own benefit. Okay, that's that for today. Minichat tonight at 4:25, and Gemara Shiur tonight at 8:30. Have a good day, everyone. Tanit V'Eliyahu.